For you guys out there, this autobiography is going to be a little bit long, a very long one. Will you please do me a favor? If it's too long, pause it, go drink something or eat something, and come back. We start the biography one more time. That's all I want to tell you. I worked on this autobiography for a very long time. I had to do it in 2 days because it was too long. But she's one of my favorite artists all time. She's my age, 66 years old too. Oh yeah, she was a teenager like I was back in the 70s. Okay guys, see you later. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Orlando Valido. Oli Valido, or Pimpoli that they call me here on YouTube. Tonight I'm going to bring you another controversial artist, but this one is very, very famous, and her brother is too. Okay, so let me see, it's 8:28 p.m. Night, May 24th. 2025 is like around 80 or 79 degrees over here in the Miami area. I would like to ask you to subscribe and like to my channel, even share it too. Alright, so let me present to you the first picture of this lady that is my age too. Yeah. And the second picture. And the name of it is Marie Osmond. Marie Osmond. Here on my left, when she was 15 or 16 years old at the time, like I was too. And there on the right, the much older woman, as you can see. Okay, I'm going to read for you her autobiography completely in 1 minute. Here we go with the biography of Marie Osmond. Alive Marie Osmond was born on October 13, 1959. She is an American actress, television personality, author, and businesswoman. She also known for her Girl Next Door. Her name is her decade-long career in many different areas. Her musical career primarily focused on country music include a large number of chart singles with 4 reaching #1 hit on the Billboard Hot Country Song chart. Her 1973 Paper Roses released when she was only 14 years old. You believe that made her the youngest female act with number one country single between 1985 1986. She also had number one country single Meet Me in Montana. There is no stopping you heart. There is no stopping your heart, yeah. And you still new to me. A television personality, she has been the host of Donnie and Marie show alongside her brother Donnie Osmond. On the Thai show, acting career include appearances in television, film, Broadway, musical. She also has written the book and helped found the Student Miracle Network. Oh yeah, I love Marie Osmond as well as Donnie Osmond. The 8 of the 9 children of an Osmond family, she made her television debut in the Andy Williams show. At the age of 13 years old, she established a career as a country recording artist. She began recording alongside her brother Donnie, leading the creation of their own syndicated variety show, which aired through 1979. In the early 1980s, the Osmond family lost most of her fortune, and Marie performed alongside her sibling. She also attempted to launch an acting career, experimenting with a variety show. Marie, she will focus on her attention to the country scenery and sign a contract with the Capitol Records in 1985. Between 1985 and 1990, she had 3 number one singles and released several albums, including There Is No Stopping Your Heart in 1985. In the 1990s, Osmond established herself on collection of dolls with the QVC network. Sold. She made her Broadway debut, The King and I, in 1994. Between 1998 and 2000, she reunited professionally with her brother Donnie Osmond for the network talk show Donnie and Marie. During this period of time, she publicly spoke about the struggle she had with postpartum. That would be POSTPARTUM, depression. Later, she focused on the book Behind the Smile, My Journey Out of Postpartum. Again, POSTPARTUM. It's a depression. In 2004, she hosted her own radio series entitled Marie and Friends. In 2007, she appeared in the season Dancing with the Stars. I like that show too. Dancing with the Stars. It was a very good show. She and Donnie reunited their act between 2008 and 2019 for the Regency Flamingo Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. The show lasted produced the album the duo in 2009. 2010, she returned with the solo studio album I Can Do This. In 2016, her country album Music Medicine. Followed then in 2021 came the classic a classical album unexpectedly. Osmond also co-hosted this talk show between 2019 and 2020, and she appeared in several lifetime television films such as Christmas Edition 2020. Very good, a complete actress and singer too. Here we go with childhood. Olaya Marie Osmond was born on October 13, 1959 in Gordon, Utah, or Gden, Utah. She was the eighth of the nine children and only daughter born to Olaya May and George Virgil Osmond. The brother of Virgil, Tom, Alan, Wayne, Merrick, Jay Donny, and Jimmy Osmond. She was raised as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. Virgil and Tom were both born deaf. Her remaining brother began performing from an early age at the barber shop quartet. Yeah, I remember that. Barber shop quartet, and eventually found a success on the Andy Williams Show in 1960. Her brother's success prompted the family to move to Los Angeles in 1964 when Marie was 4 years old. She made her first televised appearance on the Andy Williams Show back then. Wow. I wonder if she was at the age of 4 years old. Who knows? I'm going to try to get a hold on that. But I think she was when she was 13 or 14. That's for sure. Most of Marie Osmond was born at home with her mother along with Virgil, V-I-R, Tom and Donny and Jimmy. Marie was closer to Donny during their childhood, and the pair often played together. Donny and I were Rumbunctious. That would be RAMBUNCTIOS, playmate, okay, who never gave our mother a moment to rest. Osmond recounted in her book, Behind the Smile, my journey out of baptism, depression. She also accompanied her brother to concerts in early childhood, often helped organize the stage, equipment, wardrobe, etc. when she family was at home. They spent much of the free time singing, harmonizing with each other. Harmonizing, they're very close together. That's what I mean. I never knew the day of my childhood life when the music wasn't being played or practiced or written song. She recorded in the 2009. That's very good. I know for sure that she was very close to Donny Osmond. He gotta be her favorite brother. He gotta have to be. The other ones, they were good too. And I hope she was close to the other one too. Which is I think to because they are a big family. Here we go now with music career, 1973-1979, the teenage country music success, collaboration with Donny. Again, teenage country music success and collaboration with her brother Donny Osmond. By 1970, her brother had formed their own group, the Osmond. Yeah, the Osmond, remember, during the period of time, they rose to commercial stardom with a series of successful pop singles. Who was then suggested that Marie could have her own music career. She chose to market herself as a country music artist, explaining that she was the only genre that allowed a woman to have family and career. As a preteen, she recorded demo tape singing Dolly Parton, Coast of Mary's Colors. Subsequently, Don owned of the MGM record heard it and impressed by her singing, he signed her to a solo recording contract with a label in Nashville division. About that, owner convinced country artist Sonny James to produce her first recording session. In 1973, Osmond and her mother flew to Nashville, Tennessee, where she recorded 9 previously memorized songs. Among track was Paper Roses, Paper Roses, which would be released on her debut single in August of 1973. The song lasted and reached the #1 spot on both U.S. country song charts and the Canadian country track charts. The song also crossed over the U.S. Hot 100, peaking at #5 and went to #2 on the United Kingdom. Wow. Even over there in the United Kingdom, Osmond's debut studio album was released in September of 1973 and topped that U.S. country album chart at the age of 14 years old. At the age of 14 years old, she became the youngest female country artist who debut single hit the #1 hit in the U.S. and maybe the whole world too. Oh yeah. In 1974, Osmond next solo single, In My Little Corner of the World, and became the top 40 U.S. country single. Then in 1975, her Who's Sorry Now became the top 40 pop single in the U.S. and Canada together. 2 corresponding studio albums named after Osmond followed the single rose to the U.S. country charts in 1974 and 1975 respectively. Wow. By the early 1970s, Donny had established his own recording career apart from his brother group. In 1974, he was in the studio recording the song I Am Living Up to You, but was having difficulty hitting the high note. After Marie came in to sing harmony, the song began to launch the established collaboration recording career, with both receiving credit. The track reached at #4 on the U.S. Hot 100, while reaching the top 5 in Canada, the Netherlands, Ireland, and the UK. The album of the same name sold over 500,000 copies in the U.S., produced another international top 10 single, Morning Side of the Mountain. And the duo with the Donny Amory have 5 more US top 40 single through 1978. Deep Purple, or Deep Purple, sorry about that. Ain't nothing like a real thing. You are my soul and inspiration. On the other shelf, yeah, they own the shelf. Wow, very interesting. Yeah, they had to be dual. That's definitely what it was. And it still is. A dual brother and sister. And that gotta be what it was. And again, it still is. From 1976 to 1979, the Slideman hosted their own network variety show called The Donny and Marie Show. The duo released a 3-month studio album with MGM. During the show, ran fiction songs from the television show. In 1976, new season 1976, and the winning combination both of the 1976 studio album certified a goal in the U.S. after each had sold 500 copies. In 1977, Rick Hall, producer Mary Nessa solo album entitled This Is the Way That I Feel. Unlike the previous releases, it was a collection of pop songs and released on Polydor record. Polydor, yeah. Polydor record. This Way I Feel peaked at number 152 in the US, and the title track reached at number 39 on the US Hot 100. 1985 contribution comeback as an adult. Osmond returned to contribution in the 1980s. He was signed to Capitol Records by Nashville label head Jim Ferguson, Ferglesong. Ferguson paired her with Dan Seal to record the duo Meet Me in Montana, released a single in 1985 and became the second number 1 single on the US charts, and reached number 19 on Canada country charts. Additionally, the song won the Vocal Duo of the Year allocated at the Country Music Association Award. Meet Me in Montana was included Osmond's first Capitol album, There Is No Stopping Your Heart, in 1985, and the album was praised by critics who found her well situated to sing in the country pop material. The dated title track was chosen the album as a second single album, ultimately become her first solo single since Paper Roses, to reach at number 1 in the US and Canadian country charts on the third single, Reach My Lip, which at the US Canadian country top 5 in 1986. In 1986, Osmond was nominated by Academy of Contributions for the top female vocalist and by the Grammy Award for her duo with Dean Seal. Osmond, her husband, and children then moved to Nashville, Tennessee to further her country career. Along with her four children, Osmond traveled the United States on a tour bus during the hundreds of shows a year. It was pretty good life as long as you didn't mind keeping cow pie of your shoes once in a while. She later wrote for her 2009 memoir, MEMORR. Capitol released her Osmond next album in August of 1986. I Only Wanted You. The disc was her second produced by Paul Worsley, WORLY, in Nashville, Tennessee. Billboard praised the country pop production, calling it glowing, along with the previous project. I Only Wanted You made the top 20 on the US country album chart. The album featured a duet with Paul Davis called You Still New to Me. Although David had pitched for the song and was Osmond's idea to record it as a duet with him. Released as a single, Osmond and David duo tapped the US Canadian country charts. In 1986, the album title track was found at the Dutch second single, reached the top 20 on both nations in the charts in 1987. Yeah, both United States and Canada. That's what this means. In July of 1988, Osmond's next Capitol studio album, All in Love, was released, and the disc production was described by critics extensively sweet and slick. It reached the top 30 on the US country album charts. In 3 singles reached a position outside the US and Canadian country top 40, Without a Trace, Sweet Life, another duo with Paul Davis, I Am in Love, He's in Dallas. Again, I Am in Love, and He's in Dallas. Her final Capitol studio album was in 1989, Tipping Stone, which reached the US country album the top 70. Critics took the notice of the album's traditional country production compared to her previous project, similar to the previous release. All these are singles and the title track, Slowly but Surely, Let Me Be the First, failed to speak position in the US Canadian country top 40. In 1990, Copper Record, CURB, record released her album, first completion of the greatest hit under the banner of Marie Osmond. And the album contained some of the new recording of the which was single like a hurricane, yes. Reached number 57 on the US country song charts in 1990. A new track was a re-recording of Paper Roses, which is an album remade due to the copyright challenging, would include the original Osmond ballad in the song original producer Sonny James and several original studio musicians to remake the track. In 1995, Osmond returned to the US countryside with a new Club single, CURB, that's a record label. Was a kind of man, walk on a woman. Again, what kind of man, walk on a woman? Two previous songs from the anticipated album would include as a single release. However, Osmond ultimately chose to make a career changing, finding that it's challenging to balance family life with twin. Yeah, yeah. Once you have a family, everything changes. It's very hard to continue as artist. I do believe that too. 2008 presents Las Vegas Regency of Return to Music. Following Marie's success in Dancing with the Stars, she reunited with Donny Osmond for the week of show at the MGM Grand Las Vegas in July 2008. That led to a 6-week run at the Flamingo Las Vegas, which is ultimately turned into 11-year residency to November of 2019. The show had a total of 1,730 performers, 1,730 performers, that's what I mean, and the most of any singing act in Las Vegas history. Yeah, I believe that. The Flamingo showroom was renamed the Donny and Marie showroom from 2013 to 2019. They do own 3 of Las Vegas Review Journal for the Best Las Vegas Award in 2012, including the Best Show, Best All-Around Performer, Donny and Marie, Best Singer. The Vegas show moved to consider Atlantic City. There will be CAESARS Atlantic City for 2 weeks in August of 2014. And the new studio duo title with Donny and Marie was released at MPCA in 2011. It features both cover of the new material. The album reached at the top 30 in the US and was number 41 in the UK. A solo artist Osmond's first studio album, nearly 20 years, was released in 2007, titled The Magic of Christmas. It was followed by I Can Do This in 2010, which featured I Am HYM and its spiritual material. It reached at number 71 in the US following this. Osmond decided that she no longer wanted to record music or ever interrupt her revelation, prompted her to return it. There was this voice saying, Marie, you should never let age define your music. Very true, yes. Very true. She told the sound like Nashville. In 2016, Osmond released her 10th studio album, Music is a Medicine. And it is a medicine. Sometimes music it relax you, music can take you places, and when you relax that way, it's like a medicine, yes. It was her first album country music since 1989, Stepping, The Stepping Stone, produced by Jason DeVee, DEIE, a project official collaboration with Olivia Newton-John, uh, Amari Bow, or Diamond Rio. Music is a medicine which at number 10 on the US country chart and become Osmond first solo album since Paper Roses to make it at the top 10 list. I'm used to Steven Thomas Erwin rated the album at the 5 out of 3 out of 5 stars. Concluded despite the ambition of the cast and character of the music that were meant to soothe and comfort the old friend and socially succeed at the record. In 2021, Osmond's next studio album was released titled Unexpectedly, and the project was a collection of operatic and traditional pop music through people about recording an album and the material outside her comfort zone. Osmond decided to not to be afraid in the new door opening, and the album featured a Power Symphony Orchestra that would be P-R-I, no P-A-R-I-E-U-E, that include the cover on Nestum Doman song she had been performing on stage for years. Other tracks include show tunes like Climb Every Mountain, On My Own. Upon this release, unexpectedly peaked at number 6 on the US Classical Album Charts and number 1 on the US Classical Crossover Album Charts. Wow, that's very interesting too. Voice and musical style Osmond has a soprano vocal range that was not discovered until she performed on Broadway in 1990s. Her vocal coach believed she could sing higher than she was aware of. Osmond's music has been classified as generally of country pop, classical, and opera. In describing her wide range of musical styles, the play wrote to her Marie Osmond voice is to hear more than a half a century of American pop culture history, describing it the country pop era of her career, written by Robert K. Oreman, Oermann, and Mary A. Buckwalk wrote, like any other country pop crossover queen of her era, Marie patriotic, high energy, passion, concert act, and match her upbeat pop flavor tune. When explaining her own musical style, Osmond said, yes, I am a country. That's why I choose to be. But it was very easy for me to sing because my brother did. But I gave her a grown and in a Broadway, a different kind of, and I fell in love with that style. Oh yeah. Okay, Here we go with acting, radio, and television career. In 1976-1986, Doña Marie television breakthrough. In 1976, program Fred Silverman offered Doña Marie their own show, television variety series, after seeing them perform on the Mike Douglas show, and the resulting of the show titled The Doña Marie Show aired on ABC beginning that same year. Was produced by Seth and Mary Croft, Krofft. The show brought an estimated 14 million viewers, including myself, on the programming segment duo sang on perform comedy stages. The duo performed together separately with the guest performer. Notably, the show featured the Osmond brothers. The pair became known for the one of the show song which featured the line, "I am a little bit country, I am a little bit rock and roll." Oh yeah, I remember that slightly. So beautiful. The Doña Marie show was considered by writers to the showcase a slightly quickly clean and family image. The siblings often work 18 hours a day learning script, changing into costume, and practicing choreography. Marie continued to hold a schooling was taught and set for 3 hours daily. Oh my God. That gotta be very, very hard for Marie and Donny Osmond doing school. They were tutor on set. Yeah, very hard work. I bet they were tired or stressed of that hard work, while all being expected to complete score for sure. CHORES. While she was at home, waiting. She only weighed 110 pounds. 110 pounds. You believe that? Marie was told by producer to lose 10 pounds on the entire show would be cancer. Wow. Following that statement, her weight dropped 93 pounds and she struggled to stay awake during the rehearsal. Osmond continued to perform on the show, citing for her responsibility to her family, her audience. Doña Marie was later retired the Osmond family over cancer in May 1979. In 1978, Doña Marie debuted for the first time, titled Going to Coconut. The first story of the story of two siblings who have put in the center of the criminal activity between the gang war and concert in Hawaii. The film was considered a commercial failure to the box office when it was released in 1978. Later that year, Marie opened ABC television, The Gift of Love, which was based on the old Henry story, The Gift of the Magic. The Gift of the Magic, yeah. The film told the story of the newlywed couple stare in the opposite of Timothy Bottom, or Timothy Bottom, BOTTOMS. In 1994, 2009, Bowen returned to television. Osmond focused on attention to her recording career in 1980. She returned to acting in 1990 when she was touring a case to allow her to her last time to do her last time with the children. I knew I never wanted to have to choose between child who needed me and concert performer again. It was a motivation that I needed to make a life career change. She wrote in 2009, manager Carl Engelman arranged for Osmond to meet with the creator of the new touring production, The Sound of Music. The creator gave her more freedom to balance her family life and career. Ultimately, she agreed to the Red Road. Maria won the trap. She worked alongside a vocal coach Barbara Smith David to retrain her voice for the role. Between 1994 and 1985, she toured in the new show and travel production throughout the United States. The very for her performer commenting, forget the misleading Nabi, yes, Nabi poster. She's more interested in Maria than that. In 1997, Osmond starred Anna Lowen in The King and I and was debut performer in New York City Broadway stage, and Los Angeles Times found Osmond to be an adequate Anna, but found that she faltered FALTERS in an important way. Meanwhile, the Variety praised her vocal performance, writing Osmond's soprano has developed into a fine instrument. Yeah. It keeps me for my cough, but it still hitting me sometimes. In the middle of the 1990 Osmond returned to television in 1995. She starred with Julia Wallace, an ABC sitcom, Maybe This Time. Osmond played the divorced mother who had also balancing the entertainment career, and the show was featured Betty White, who played the role of her mother. After 18 episodes, the show was canceled on February 1996. She was approached by Dick Clark to relaunch original Donnie and Marie television show program as a talk show, although the hesitant to work with her brother again. She ultimately agreed along with her husband and children. She moved to Los Angeles and she began filming her program. In September 1998, Donnie and Marie were launched on the daytime television show. Donnie and Marie Osmond don't seem too much different from their days as the clean-cut teenage living of the 70 ABC musical variety series Donnie and Marie show. Wrote Susan King in Los Angeles Times. They do a taped 1 hour program 6 times a week with 6 segments each program. After 2 seasons, the talk show was cancelled due to the poor rating. Yeah. Yeah, because you get older. As you get older, yeah, your rating goes down too. A little bit, but not much, but it does. In 1999, Donnie and Marie co-hosted Miss America pageant at Atlantic City, New Jersey. From co-hosting, she became the first female to host and announce the winner of the pageant, P-A-G-E-A-N-T. Sorry, back in I say away. In 2004, Osmond hosted a 5-hour radio show weekly titled The Marie and Friends, and the show includes conversation with guests and play current adult contemporary music. Primary show was a Jerry told the woman with the Osmond commenting. I am looking forward to a healthy adult conversation with a woman of my own age, and the shows were aired in the Western United States, primarily in Utah, Idaho, Washington State, and California altogether. In 2006, Osmond was cast judge on the Simon Cowell as a judge. Simon Cowell created a television competition, Celebrity Duo. The show appeared on non-singing celebrities with professional musicians for duo performances. Marie Osmond acting as a Cohen advisor is about the most important element of the celebrity duo. Wolf Bill Gaio of Barry, and the same year was reported by Entertainment Tonight magazine that she would join the cast of the bold and beautiful soap opera, but the schedule conflict would prevent this from happening at that time. On August 2007, Osmond was cast with a starred alongside with Seymour Seymour and Wayne Newton on the ballroom dancing program, paired celebrity with professional dancing for a weekly live competition. In 2009, autobiography, Osmond wrote that she didn't know how to dance. At one point, had to crawl up the stair to her bedroom because her muscle was so sore following the rehearsal. I bet the 2 months into the show, she began experiencing breathing difficulty and fainted on the air during the episode. She was medically evaluated was reportedly fine following the collapse. She continued to perform on the show until it began eliminated in November 2007. She ultimately placed in third. In 2009, Osmond was given the opportunity to host her own talk show, but due to the economic challenges in the U.S. at the time, the show was not aired. I'll tell you something, guys. If you're not used to dancing, if you're not used to rehearsal real hard, and if you are a little bit older, you can do this thing. You're going to faint. Your muscle is not going to respond, and things like that. It can happen. You have to be really good trained to do this. I mean, really good trained. And if you're not trained, that's what's going to happen. Your muscle will hurt, and you even have to crawl to your bathroom, to your bed. Yeah, it can happen for real. In 2010, Maria Osmond, the tag for the television role, the tag on further television show, the Donnie and Marie duo produced a holiday musical called Donnie and Marie Broadway Christmas, which was original scheduled to play on Broadway and McGuinness Theater, MARQUIS, December 9, 2010. The show was extended to the December 30th, 2010, and again on January 2, 2011. In the early 2010, Emmy Award producer David McNish, MCKENCIE, reapproached Osmond about hosting her own talk show. She agreed in 2012 and was announced that she would have her own talk show on the Hammer channel, HALLMARK channel, titled Marie. The program replaced the Martha Stewart show, which ran during the same time of the day. Osmond program featured guests who discussed social issues or provide lifestyle advice. Specifically, that show featured Osmond performing alongside with the Pacific area advice on cooking and fashion. The show debuted in late 2012, featuring Betty White as her first guest. She is noted by the cordial host, and she was speaking and entertaining her guests. Her viewers intimacy of her own home road media village. In 2013, Hammer canceled the show after one season of being aired on the channel. Already too many talk shows offering a proposal aired to the show on another network in the work, yes. After leaving the Hallmark channel, Osmond became regular fill-in host to the CBS daytime show The Talk. She guest hosted for a total of 40 times. She was then approached by the head of the CBS daytime television to become an official co-host in 2019. Osmond was announced the official replacement of Sarah Gilbert on The Talk, co-host alongside Sherry Underwood, Carrie Ann Inaba, INABA, Sharon Osborne, and Eve. I am thrilled to call this my day job, she told the People magazine. In September 2020, Osmond departed the show after one season, citing the focus on family and other television opportunity. Osmond left the same time the producer John Redman departed the show. It was announced that the pair would collaborate in other television opportunity at that time. The following her departure, Osmond acted in several television films. In 2019, she played Casey Nashville, singer in Lifetime film The Road Home for Christmas. Her co-stars include Rob Meyer, Martha Shuggleruff, that would be Sokoloff. In 2020, she co-starred in the second Lifetime television film Carly Hushes, HUGHES, called the Christmas edition. In 2021, Osmond co-starred the third Lifetime television film titled Fiancé for Christmas, which told the story of the single woman who made the fake wedding registry and ultimately find love unexpected places. The digital journal praised Osmond's performance as the character of Margaret, calling her fabulous. The same year, Osmond appeared on the episode Fantasy Island, which I love that show too. Fantasy Island. Jay Fergie, professional country singer. In 2023, she made appearance in the show The Bold and Beautiful. Yeah, I think I saw that show, The Bold and Beautiful. It rang the bell to me, but I don't know if I saw it or not. Business career, here we go with that. Shooting Miracle Network. Yeah, she had that Miracle Network for children. Osmond was inspired to help sick children after watching how the deaf siblings struggle on learning to speak and communicate. Her parents also encouraged her to help support the individual in need. My parents strongly believe that philosophy was not only something we could do in our space time, but something that was to be part of us. Vacation, she recalled in 1981, Osmond and her brother were hosting actor John Cena at their home. Both Cena and Osmond has a passion for helping sick children. As a result, the pair co-founded the Children's Miracle Hospital Network at that time. In a recognition of pride found to sick children, the donations are given to hospitals across the country. Since the creation of the organization has been said to have raised $7 billion for the children. Osmond has collaborated and met with hundreds of families in the creation. As a part of the program announced annual broadcast to raise funds and grateful the Children's Miracle Network has given family access to the financial and emotional support technology and the best research available so they don't have to fatigue out their own way and mother did. That my mother did. She worked in 2009. Asma and her mother started collecting dolls as a young child. Each city and her family would do in. They would push a doll as a souvenir during their free time. Asma started sculpting her own doll and as her adulthood, ultimately turning to the business in 1990, titled Marie Osmond, Fine Porcelain Doll. Yeah, again, Marie Osmond, Fine Porcelain Doll. Osmond doll were also sold by Walmart, with is starting at $29. Other dolls were sold in price between $65 and $2,000. She also debuted her doll collection on QVC network during this period of time. Among the most notable was an all-live made doll based on her own mother. The doll later set the collectible record on QVC, selling $3 million in less than 15 minutes. A total of $40, 6 different series comprised of the original porcelain collection. They were titled Victoria Collection, Classic Reproduction, Children of the World, Children of all ages, Miracle Children, in reference to the Children's Miracle Network. In 2001, Osmond claimed that she had designed and estimated 550 different dolls according to her official website. Is now retired from the doll marketing industry. This statement here, I already know about it. Nutrisystem. In 2000, Osmond had gained roughly 40 pounds, 18 kilograms, when her mother suffered a stroke. She told her daughter, Marie, I don't want to do what I did. Yeah, don't do what I did. Take care of yourself. In 2007, she chose to make a change to her lifestyle and physically wellness after her children become increasingly worried about her weight. If I did feel a sense of urgency to do something for myself, I need to do it for my own children. Yeah, of course, you need to do it for your own children, that's right. Uh, she wrote that in her autobiography the same year Osmond found new to system program that lost a total of 50 pounds, 23 kilograms. She reportedly went from being a size 14 to size 4. Osmond became the spokesperson for the brand shortly after losing weight. On Nutrisystem official website, she listed it at category labeled Success Story where she explained her journey with the program. She has since created a program to company called Complete 50 for women aged 50 or older, yeah. If we go now with writing career, Osmond is an author of 4 books there which have made to New York Times bestseller list. Yeah, New York Times bestseller list. Her first was in 2001, Behind the Smile, My Journey Out of the Postpartum Depression, POSTPARTUM, Depression, co-written by Marcia Wiki and Osmond physician Dr. Judith Moreau. The book describes how Osmond suffered from postpartum depression following the birth of her child in the late 1990s. Her hope was to give a voice to that depression would inspire other women to take action on their own mental health. Ability magazine possibly will make the book candidly disclose her experience with postpartum. I'm sorry, I cannot say that. POSTPARTUM, depression. The book made Osmond the first celebrity to speak openly about asthma. Marcia Wiki, WILKIE, and the co-author of the second book in 2009 titled Might As Well Laugh About It Now, and discussed a highlight of the memory from her life. I really wanted to put this something down was really meaningful to me. It's really about the attitude. You can either let life get you down, or you can laugh about it. She told the San Diego Union Tribune. Yeah, I agree with that. You can either feel depressed and down, or you can either laugh about it. That's true. Along with the positive memory, Osmond also described some of the challenging points of her life. The sixth grade news called the book funny and retelling story from her life instead of distant celebrity. Highlight Emily Morgan. Osmond wrote 2 books in 2010 decade. In 2010, she penned the book aircraft project design they call Marie Osmond heartfelt giving. She sought to quit for the family and friends. Martingale Company, and how the book gave step-by-step instructions to craft people can make using sewing machine. In 2013, Osmond's third book was released, titled The Key is Love. And the book considered an anecdote for her personal life, in which is a cycle by her own mother. Osmond notably talked about her son death in the book too. Okay, here we go with public image. Along with this, her sibling Osmond public image have been described as being quickly clean. She has also been described as the girl next door when describing her image in the news and record road. Maybe Marie Osmond needs to get a bar at a cool LA club with nice 7-star type film road. On the start hanging out with Madonna in Miami. The Washington Post explained that the Osmond family was quickly, that would be SQUEAKY, a clean moron criminal who by the account never the glue, better known temptation of showbiz. At one point, she was offered $5 million to appear in Playboy magazine, but she declined, later saying, I could have used that money. I would want to see my mom like that, and I really wanted to be a mom. Describing her own body image, Osmond commented, these people in review probably still see a naive little girl in their mind. I have started to laugh at people like that because you cannot go up in the business and see everything then some. The review can say back at the time, but I am moving forward. I am very, very happy to see that if they give her $5 million to be a playboy, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because your dignity, what you are, come first. No money can go against that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I would say that to any man or woman. If you offer to be a playboy or playgirl, I have heard before, don't do it. Your dignity is better than that 10 times over. I would say that. Yeah. Here we go with personal life, relationship, marriage, and children. Before Mary and Osmond were briefly engaged to acting stunt student Jeff Clinton. In May 1979, however, the book The engagement 2 months later. She also dated singer Andy Gibb. Yeah, Andy Gibb. Around the same time. In 1981, she briefly dated John Chandler. Osmond had been married 3 times, including twice to the same spouse. In 1982, she wedded her first husband, Stephen Lyle, Lyle, Craig, then a basketball player for Brigham Young University. The first child, Stephen James Craig, was born in 1983, and the couple divorced in 1985. Steve had made several attempts to go back and make our very young married work, but it failed over being circumcised in the tabloid. TABLIDS. Paparazzi seemed to show up wherever I went. I was emotionally exhausted. ESHAUSTED. She wrote in her autobiography. In 1986, she married record producer Brian Blossley, BLOSIL, in a private ceremony with her family attended. Osmond was drawn to Blossley's dry sense of humor. After meeting him at a family party, Osmond Blossley had 7 children, 5 who were adopted as a biological children, one said Matthews. The 5 adopted children are Jessica, Michael, Brandon, Brianna, and Bagel, ABIGALL. After 21 years of marriage, the couple divorced in 2007. Both parties joint statements stating they needed one assigned support for their divorce. Okay. But there gotta be one that is support. I guess it is. Okay. As you can see right now, I have a different choice because I had to stop this biography last night due to this biography. It's a long biography for me to do, so I had to leave it for today. So I'll continue this biography today. Okay, let's read over here. Following her second divorce, Marie Osmond said she never wanted to be married again, despite she had former husband Steve Craig reunited after their son arranged them a meeting. They rekindled REKINDLE in their relationship secretly dated for 2 years before revealing the publicity. I didn't want anybody to get hurt. You know, if I don't work out, if it doesn't work out, and gosh, I just work out. Osmond said. The couple remarried on May 4th, 2011 in a private ceremony in Las Vegas a Mormon temple with a bride wearing her dress for the original wedding in 1982. A few months later, the newlywed remarried couple attended their son's wedding, and the thing about the second marriage is that you realize since you start where so important in. I love being with my husband. He is a sweet man I've known. He lives to serve and really listen to people need. He told People magazine at that time. Osmond, daughter Jessica, identified herself as a lesbian. A lesbian, you imagine that? That's okay. Sometimes we need to accept children that way. In a later interview, Osmond commented that I know how I love my children and I know God loves all his children as Father. I pray for everyone to use their life to be happy and feel complicated or accomplished. That's why the life works. In another word, that's what life is for. That's what she means about that. In March of 2020, Osmond stated that she will leave her future charity upon the death, stating that it will be a disservice to her children to leave the money to them and nothing they need to do make their own money. In other words, she is planning to us that she's going to leave all her fortune to a charity upon her death. I think she's right about that. I think the children need to know how to make the money themselves or work for it hard. Because when you give them money like that, so easy, they won't appreciate it. And I think that's what she's thinking. I think that's what it is. And I think that's a very good decision she makes. Her children need to earn their own money or work for their own money. That's what it is. I appreciate that, Marie. I appreciate that. You are a wonderful human being. Yeah. Every way you think of it. Okay, let's continue here. Personal step back. I started saying in 1976, Carl Egerman began managing the recording career of Donia Marie and Jimmy Osmond and the Osmond brothers. The group, he was appointed personal manager of the various career stations for all the Osmond children. 3 years later, eventually only Marie. In December 2009, Marie parted a company with Carl Egerman. Osmond, her law firm wrote that Egerman made a repeated defamatory comment to the party, multiple breaches, and duly the entering into unauthorized comment, seeking to obtain money outside the preview of the management agreement other violation of his obligation also. In 1999, policy spoke about the value that she have of a postpartum, POSTPARTUM, the person that is the person to see, I guess, after having the birth of her son Matthews. She spoke about the detail about the challenging in the 2001 book Behind the Smile. In the book, she explained that she felt much darker and that the baby blue, that she was fading away. Minute by minute, Osmond started experiencing panic attack, fatigue, neck pain, which resulted in a hospital visit many times, and suicidal ideation idea. In one of the instances, she give me a second. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Sorry about that, but I need to take a little while. Okay, like I said, she have suicidal thought. So in an instant, she drove herself mile up to a California Pacific Coast Highway, leaving her children in the care of two nannies who did not know she was going or where she was going. She then received a call from her husband, who convinced her to pull off the highway and check into a hotel. She then began to receive natural healing treatment through the physician by the name Judith Moore. Osmond found that, let me put that, both the medication and therapy, mind body work, ultimately lifted her depression. After discussing about the disease, POSTPIATUM, the depression, on the Oprah Winfrey Show, Osmond said that she received thousands of emails, handwritten letters from people about their own struggle with disorder or disease. I would say, you know something, even if you rich, famous, you can go into depression too. Yeah, I heard this many times. Osmond revealed that in 2001 book she had been sexually abused. In her youth, she did not publicly disclose the identity of her abuser. She believes the abuse later led to a struggle with narcissism, with a disease or depression. Yeah, of course. In my life, the normal positive quality, putting other first, resulted in a long-term negative effect because it was out of balance. Out of balance, she wrote. She later revealed that her childhood abuse also research in developing body dysmorphia, DYSMORPHIA, while Pogo, guys, because you are superstar, you say nothing like this can happen to you, yeah, it can happen. In August of 2006, several U.S. tabloids suggested that she had attempted suicide. A publicity team denied it, claiming that she had suffered an adverse reaction to medication she was taking at that time. It could be true too. Tabloid, they all lie. They're all a bunch of lies because they live on a lie. Just like news. Sometimes they lie just to be more, to get more rating and things like that. That's what they do. On February 26, 2010, Marie Osmond adopted a son, Michael, died by suicide, jumping off the 8th floor balcony. Oh my God. He reportedly battled depression too. You see what depression can do? In addition, he had been in rehabilitation at the age of 12. He was also bullied from a young age. Osmond wrote her 2013 book, The Key of Love, that he had been emotionally down. Yeah. In the week prior to his suicide, Osmond later revealed that she had missed a phone call from her son shortly before his death because she was on stage in Las Vegas. And the autopsy found no drug in his system. Osmond returned to work 2 weeks following her son's death. They stayed in my safe place. Yeah, your safe place. It doesn't scare me like it scare people. And I knew I didn't get back on stage. I may never get back on stage. I don't understand how can a mother go back to work after the son's death. But I do understand why she did it too. To get that terrible shot about the life of her son. I can understand that too. And yes, the on stage is your safe place, just like it is for a movie actor, for a movie star. The set is your safe place, for sure, because it has happened to me too. I also had myself suicidal shot too when I was a young man because I was bullied at school too. Because working with crashes, speaking, not able to speak right, things like that. People make fun of you. It's hard, man. It's hard. Really, really hard to be different. To be a little different than most normal people. that now that I'm 66 years old, I found out that I am more normal than them. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. But it made me happy that God showed me the way. It's not you, it's them. Yeah, they are with the problem. Here we go with the part that I really like, the graphy. All the solo studio album, all the records that she did throughout the years. Pepper Roses, 1973 for sure. In My Little Corner of the World, 1974. Who's Sorry Now, 1975. This Is the Way That I Feel, 1977. There Is No Stopping Your Heart, 1985. I Only Wanted You, 1986. All in Love, 1988. Stepping Stone, 1989. I Can Do Things, I Can Do This, in 2010. Music Medicine, 2016. Unexpectedly, 2021. I'm Living Up to You, 1974. Made the World Go Away. That was one of my favorite songs for her. Fiction song from the television show 1976. The new season 1976. Winning combination 1977. Broadway Christmas 2010. Donna Marie 2011. Here we go now with from filmography. Hugo and the Hippo, 1975. The Gift of Love, 1978. Green Coconut, 1978. The Velveteen Rabbit, 1984. Boston, Shelton Me, Friday Night, or Saturday Night. That would be Buster, Chauncey, Silent Night, 1988. Oh Christmas Tree, 1989, no 1999. Oh Christmas Tree, and I do remember the film very, very well. It was beautiful too. Okay, here we go with books. Behind the Smile. My journey out of postpartum depression. Again, POS, TPARTUM. Depression 2001. Might as well laugh about it now. 2009. Marie Osmond. Heartfelt Giving. The Key of Love. My Mother Wisdom. Beautiful. With that, I finished this autobiography for you guys. Let me read the background information for you guys. I'm done with this. Marie Osmond, speaking at the Pentagon in 2017. I see that picture, beautiful picture. She was born as Olive, O-L-I-V-E, Marie Osmond, October 13, 1959, age 65 years old. She got to be 66 by now because she was born in the same year that I did. Okay, we were both the same year. We were born in the same year. The active 1973 person work decided filmography Charles de Graffe, Donna Marie de Graffe, Children Miracle Network, title, singer, actress, television personality, actor, and businesswoman. Sponsor, Stephen Lyle Craig. Married 1982, divorced 1985, married again in 2011. Brian Blossley. Married 1986, divorced in 2007. Children, 8 and 5 adopted. Wow, big family. Sometimes it's a good idea to have a lot of children, sometimes not. It all depends. Parent, George Osmond, father, or like Osmond, mother, relative, Donny Osmond, brother, and of course, the Osmond brother, Jimmy Osmond, he was good too. January, country, pop, classical opera, and labeled MGM, Polydor, Capitol Record, Hi-Fi, Decca record label, Red General, All Like Me. All Like Me, it might be her own record label. Who knows? Who knows, guys? Okay, let me get back here to my screen, and I'm going to brighten myself a little bit for you guys so you can see something that I'm going to show you. So give me a second. Okay, let me go here into my software and put myself a little bit brighter for you guys. Maybe right there. Yeah, right there. I want to show you here 2 pictures that I like. The one on the right, this is a full-grown woman of my age, more like it. But the one in the left is the most beautiful one because I remember how she was with the show, with Donna Marie show back in the 70s. Let me show you first the first picture that I like, really, really big. Okay? Look at how beautiful this woman was when she was young. I would say she was 16, 17, I don't know. Somewhere there. She was beautiful. I love it. Yeah, I do. I will always remember Marie Osmond, and of course Donny Osmond too. Which is I gotta do next. It's an autobiography. Now this picture here on the right, let me see if I can make it more bigger for you guys. I can do no more, but look at this. She's still beautiful, even if she's older right now. Even she's old woman now. I would say she's still beautiful as ever. Let me put this back and let me lower this down again. I hope you like this biography, this long autobiography of Marie Osmond. Yeah, and I'm sorry that some of the names that I could not say, some of the stuff that I couldn't say. I'm a little cough too, you know. God bless Marie Osmond forevermore. That's what I have to say right now. Remember, guys, to pray for yourself, to pray for your family, to pray for your neighbor, to pray for the world. No more wars, no more pandemic, no more corruption. Thank you for watching me. My name is Orlando Valido, Odi Valido, or Pimpoli, as they call me, here on YouTube. God bless you guys.